In this video, I am going to discuss about parameterized constructor. Before that, what is a constructor? The constructor is a member function which is used to initialize the object values at the time of object creation. The characteristics of constructor function are: it is also a member function which is declared in public part of the class. Its name is the same as a class name, and constructors do not have any return type. Constructors can have default parameters or default arguments. And one more important point is, whenever a new object is created, the constructor function will be invoked automatically. For more information about constructors, please see my video, how to implement the constructors. In that video, I have discussed about the constructor introduction part, how to define a constructor, and how many types of constructors are there. That is, there are three types of constructors. One is a default constructor, and parameterized constructor, and copy constructor. So in that particular video, all these points and default constructor concept I have discussed it. So please watch my introduction video. In this particular video, I am going to discuss about a parameterized constructor. Already you know that there are three types of constructors. One is a default constructor, second one is a parameterized constructor, third one is a copy constructor. So what is default constructor? The default constructor means the constructor which has no arguments, that is known as a default constructor. And the second type is a parameterized constructor. It is also possible to pass parameters or arguments to constructors. So the definition is, a constructor which has different parameters are known as a parameterized constructor. So these parameters or arguments help us to initialize the object with the different values. That is a concept. So the default constructor is also known as constructor with no parameters. That is, a constructor which has no arguments or parameters are known as default constructors. That is, constructors with no parameters. The second type is parameterized constructor. That is a constructor which has different parameters. That is known as a parameterized constructor. Now, see the syntax. So class name. So in the class, some private data is there. So constructors are declared in the public part of the class. The constructor name is the same as a class name. That is this one, class name. And in that parameters are passed. So this is the general form of a constructor with parameters. That is a parameterized constructor syntax. Class name. So some private data or protected data, anything. So in the public part, I am declaring and defining my constructor function, which is the same as class name with parameters. So the parameters may be one parameter, two parameters, or three parameters, so on. Okay. And definition of constructor, the class close. For example, class example is a class name. Here one private variable is there. In the public part, I am declaring one constructor example. So the constructor function name is the same as a class name with one parameter. So this is the example. So the class name is example here. The constructor function name is also same, example with one parameter. So this is the concept, constructor with one parameter. Already you know that how to define a constructor. The constructors are defined in two ways, either inside the class or outside the class. If you want to define your constructor function outside the class, compulsory you must use a scope resolution operator. That is the concept. Now I will explain constructor with one parameter example. See, constructor with one parameter. Constructor with one parameter. So you have to pass one argument to constructor, that is known as a one parameterized constructor. So example, class, the class name is example. I am declaring one variable, that is int a. I am not mentioning any access specifier, so by default this variable is a private. In the public part, one constructor function is there, that is example with one parameter. So I am defining my constructor function inside the class. Okay. And I am declaring and defining one more member function, that is a display. It is a normal member function. In that, I am displaying my value a equal to a, like that. So class close. So class name is example. One variable is there, that is a, and in the public part I am declaring and defining two functions. One is a constructor member function, another one is a normal member function. So constructor with one parameter, the parameter is x of a type integer. If you observe, the a is of a type integer, the x is of type integer. In that, I am assigning the value a equal to x. That is, the parameter x is assigned to a. So a equal to x. Simple logic. In the display part, I am displaying the value a, that is cout a equal to a. Class close. Next, main part, int main. So how to create objects using class name? Example OB with one parameter 5. So how to pass parameters to constructor? This is the concept. And how to create objects? If you see this example OB of 5, internally it will be executed like this. Example OB equal to example with one parameter 5. This is the statement executed internally. So if you see this, example is the class name, it is one parameter, constructor with one parameter. If you see this, the control immediately passes to this statement. Okay. So example OB equal to example of 5. If you see this, example with one parameter, the parameter is 5 here. So in that x value is 5, so a equal to 5. So the 5 is assigned to a. Next, OB dot, I am calling the normal member function display. So it will be called using object dot display. OB dot display. So the control is immediately passed to this function. In that function, I am writing cout statement. Cout a equal to a. What is the value of a? The value of a is 5 because I am passing the parameter 5 here. So the value of a is 5. So OB dot display. So in that a is displayed. So a equal to 5. And finally return 0. Simple. So what is the output? The output is, if you see this, what is the output? Output is a equal to 5. Simple program related to parameterized constructor. That is one parameter constructor. So see this, the class name is example. It contains the private part a and the public part. I am declaring and defining two functions. One is a constructor member function, second one is a normal member function. In the main part, I am writing the statement. I am creating object example OB. OB is an object of class example with one parameter 5. Internally, it will be executed like that. Example OB equal to example of 5. If you see this, these two are same. Example, that is a constructor with one parameter. So constructor with one parameter. So whenever a new object is created, the constructor function will be executed automatically. Okay. So here, if you observe this, display is a normal member function. That's why I am calling like this, ob.display. So no need to call ob.example. Why? Because it is a constructor function. So it is automatically invoked by the compiler. That is the concept. So this is an example for a constructor with one parameter. Now I will explain constructor with two parameters example. See, constructor with two parameters. So previous constructor with one parameter, that is I am passing only one parameter. Now I am passing two parameters, two constructors. Example, class student. Class student. Student is a class name. So I am declaring two variables, that is a roll number of a type integer and the name is of a type string. Name is of a type string. In the public part, I am writing constructor functions student. Simple. And one more constructor function with the two parameters of a type. One is of a type integer, that is a, another one is of a type string, that is a string n. So constructor with the two parameters. How many variables are there? There are two variables, roll number of a type integer, name of a type string. Similarly, in the constructor function, I am passing two parameters, a and n. A is of a type integer, n is of a type string. So I am defining my constructor inside the class. So just assign the value, that is a roll number. A is assigned to roll number and n is assigned to name. N is assigned to name. Okay. And one more function, that is a void display. Void display function. Void display. In that I am displaying roll number of student, that is equal to roll number. The variable is roll number. And name of the student, particular name, equal to name. So these two are variables. So this is a display function and a class close. Simple. Now write the main function. In the main function, I am creating object student. Object is OB. Object is OB. So if you execute this statement, student OB, a new object is created. Whenever a new object is created, the constructor function will be invoked automatically. So the statements are internally executed like that. That is a student OB equal to student. This is a statement. If you see this, constructor with no parameters, that is also known as a default constructor. So if you execute this statement, the control is immediately passed to this statement. In that I am not writing any logic, just constructor with no parameters and no body. And next I am creating one more object, student OB1 with the two parameters, the parameters of type integer and string. For example, 501, the string can be represented in double quotations, name. For example, Shravan. And one more object I am creating, student OB2, again, two parameters, one is of type integer 502, comma, the name is enclosed in double quotations, that is Kumar. And OB1 dot display, I am calling a display function for object 1. And again, I am calling display function for object 2 also. Object 2 also. And finally, return 0. So this is another simple program for constructor with two parameters. So in this example, the class name is student. I am declaring two variables, a roll number and a name. Roll number is of type integer, name is of type string. In the public part, if you observe, constructor with no parameters, that is a default constructor function, and a constructor with two parameters. That is, you can also write multiple constructors in your program. You can also write multiple constructors in your program. Okay? And in one more normal member function, that is a display function. In that, I am displaying the values of roll number and a name. In the main function, I am creating one object, student OB, that is a constructor with the default function is called. And the student OB1, in that I am passing two parameters, one is a 501 and another one is a Shravan. That is, 501 is of type integer and Shravan is of type string. Similarly, one more object I am creating OB2 with two parameters 502, Kumar. And after that, I am calling the display function for object 1, that is OB1.display, that is a 501 and 7 will be displayed. And similarly, I am calling display function for object 2 also. So, internally, if you see this, internally, this function is called like that. Student OB1 equal to student in brackets. The first parameter is a 501, that is the second parameter is string. If you see this, constructor function with the two parameters 501 and this one. So if you observe this statement and this statement is same. So immediately the control is passed to this and execute the corresponding statements. That is a roll number equal to 501 and a name equal to 7. Similarly, OB2 also roll number equal to 502, name equal to Kumar. After that, I am calling display function, cout roll number equal to 501, name equal to 7. Like that. So the output is, what is the output? The output is, first one, roll number equal to 501, name equal to 7. Roll number equal to 502, name equal to Kumar. That is the output of this program. So it is a simple concept. Constructor is a simple concept, but very, very important concept. So this is about a constructor with the two parameters. In this particular example, one more concept is involved, that is multiple constructors. If you see this is one constructor function, this is another constructor functions. If you observe this, one more concept is there, that is overloading constructors. If you execute these statements, OB, which function is executed? Constructor with the default, that is a default constructor is executed, right? Constructor with the no parameters is executed. If you execute this statement, constructor with the two parameters is executed, that is overloading. So overloading constructors is also possible. So it is also possible to write multiple constructors in your program. You have to overload your constructors also. That is a concept related to constructor with two parameters.